All right, we're live. All right, so yesterday we talked about what problem you're solving. What is it that you're solving? Who are you solving it for? And how are you solving it? Today I want to talk a little bit more about product or service. So there's three fundamental things you need for any business to be successful. You need an actual product or service you're providing. You need targeted traffic. I drew it out here. Targeted traffic or people who are actually in need or looking for this product or service. You need the demand for it, and you need the system automation, or you need some way to provide that product or service to people, how to put it in front of them. The old way was you set up a store in the corner, you set up a shop, and people would drive by and stop by. Nowadays, you do it online. You do it. I mean, there's a million different ways. You have all kinds of things that I'm gonna be talking about right now. So here, let me share my screen with you. Um, so here, product or service. So again, here's a triangle. You need a product or service. You need targeted traffic. You need a system automation. Now, for product or service, like I said, there's a lot of different things you can do. Physical products, for example, a brick and mortar store, a restaurant, mom and pop shop, and e-commerce. Actual physical products. You have Amazon FBA, you have Shopify, you have Etsy, eBay, Craigslist, OfferUp, all sorts of things that where you actually have to ship out a physical product. Now there's an infinite amount of things you can do with physical products. Here's a few of them, and now again a physical service. Landscaping, plumbing, electrician, contractor, babysitting, therapy, dentist, doctor, anything that you have to physically be there to provide a service to people, it's a service, but you have to be physically there. If you're not there, you're not going to make money. If you're not physically there, you won't be able to help someone. Um, Now, digital, information based. Now you have ebooks, master classes, coaching programs, mini courses, memberships, programs, all sorts of things. Nowadays, if you look online and you Google how to do X, Y, or Z, you will find dozens, if not hundreds, of different coaching programs and training programs and master classes and ebooks and all sorts of digital information. The world is moving to the digital world. We're living in a digital world nowadays. 2020 really changed everything for us. But this is again, and these are just a handful of things you can do. There's a lot more you can do on with digital information based stuff, and you can do service stuff. Here at the bottom, I have the digital services: Photoshop, video editing, graphic design, web design, copywriting, marketing, web developing, finances, coaching. All sorts of things you can do digitally. Services you can provide for people through online, through with the power of the internet. And again, these are just a handful of the things available out there to you. You can, I mean, there's uh, a ton of different things you can do. And, you just have to look and find something that works for you. Not everyone's going to be into the information base and you want to be a coach or have an ebook or have a coaching program where you're putting yourself in front of people like I am right now and helping people, teaching people. Not everyone's going to want to be in front of a camera. Some people are doing podcasts, they're just talking. Some people are doing kind of what I'm doing, but instead of sharing their face, they just do this. They just share their screen the whole time they're talking. You can hear their voice. You can't see their face. You can do that. Um, and again, the physical products, one of the biggest things for a lot of people is, okay, why wouldn't this work for me? Or why we're looking for excuses or justifications why you can't do something. Why? And the mind is really good at this. Some of us are better than others, but for the most part, when somebody tells you something, an opportunity or something, first thing you do is think, why wouldn't this work? What's wrong with this? What can I find that will make me get away from this thing? And it's finding something that works for you. Again, it's not going to work for everyone. If you're a really introverted person, you can't be in front of a camera, sell physical products. Go on Amazon, FBA, filled by Amazon. You can sell a product literally on Amazon. You send it to Amazon's warehouse. Amazon distributes everything for you. You pay them a piece, but you still make money. You don't have to get in front of people like I am. You don't have to tell your friends and family about what you're doing. You start with a little product on Amazon, start selling it. Same thing on Etsy or Shopify. You digital, I mean, a physical product. You can go eBay route, but you're gonna have to be shipping stuff yourself. And again, a lot of people are doing it, but it's another job. You have to be when somebody buys it, you have to go and ship. You have to be going and shipping multiple products. Now you're selling 5, 10, 20 a day. You do the math, and you're gonna have to be shipping a lot of stuff. So if that's something you want to do, or you know how to do, hey, why not? Um, but you just have to look at again what interests you, what you might be good at, and what you can work with. Not everyone's gonna be digital. Not everyone wants to write an ebook, or you don't even have to write an ebook. I know this guy that he outsources ebooks. He sells ebooks on Amazon Kindle, and this guy's making a really good money selling kids ebooks, and he'll pay somebody from the Middle East or somewhere to write the ebook for him. He'll pay him $100 or $200, put it on eBay, and he's making really good money with these ebooks. Again, you don't have to write them yourself. You just have to find a market, find a demand for something, and supply that demand. Most of us, again, we don't like selling stuff, and I'm one of those people. I don't like selling, and I don't like being sold. But if I can provide something that people are looking for, it's a lot easier for me to sell something. If somebody's already looking for this, all I have to do is put it in front of them. And again, I give you a list here of all the things you can look into, and change things up. We're living in a different generation. 2020 again changed everything for us. And the old way was going to school, getting a degree, getting a job, getting a secure job, good benefits, and working your 30, 40 hours there, and 40 hours years, 30, 40 years, retiring and having a nice retirement. Nowadays the internet has changed that for us. A lot of people are going online making millions of dollars a year, selling digital information products, selling uh, things that you and I would say, well, I wouldn't buy that, or I wouldn't pay that money for that. But there's people who are, and there's a ton of people who are doing this. And you can hold on to the old way and say, no, I want to do it the old school way. I want to get my degree. I want to get my career. Or I want to open up my store. I want to open up my restaurant. I want to that's the old way. The new way, again, even with food, a lot of people are selling food right out of their house. They're putting it on Facebook, on Instagram, promoting their stuff. I know people who are making really good money on weekends alone selling food, some crab feed, some Mexican food. She sells out every day. And again, she's selling out of her home. She'll just deliver, start dropping things off. She doesn't have no restaurant. She doesn't even have a taco truck. She's right out of her house making really good money. And I know multiple people doing this. It's all about what it is you want to do and how big you want to scale. I was talking to my little sister about this. Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to sell food and cook? There's going to be a lot of cooking. You're talking 50 to 100 plates per weekend, if not more, when you grow this thing, which is easy to grow with social media, internet. You can reach a lot of people. So, okay, I want to keep this short. We're already at 8 minutes. So yeah, this is one of the first steps is finding your product, and it's one of the hardest steps, honestly, is finding the right product for you, finding something that you can promote and make commissions from selling that product or service. You put it in front of people who are looking for it, and you help them find a solution to a problem they have, and you make money for it. You get compensated for it. And again, you have to look at things differently. It's not like you're selling. You can try to sell and convince us, hey, I got the greatest thing. Come buy this thing. Come buy this thing. And you can try doing that. That's not going to work out very well. Or you can find the people who are looking for this and just put it in front of them and make money that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. But again, this is the most important part I want you to understand. Your product or service, you need targeted traffic, and you need a system that automates the whole process. And you just drive traffic to your website. People click on it. They go through what's called a funnel. You funnel them, and you make an offer. And you give them this. You put them through a sales process, and there's softwares that automate that whole process. And just it's really interesting to learn about and to see people do this, and the amount of money some people are making. I went to college, got an engineering degree to hopefully touch 6 figures a year. I see people online touching 7, 8 figures a year, and it blew my mind when I first learned about it, and it's Again, do I ask myself, is this possible? I see the evidence in front of me. I see people doing it. And if somebody else can do it, so can I. It might take me a little bit of time, but hey, it took me 6 years to get a college degree. I'll put in 6 years to get this. So, um, but again, start learning about it. If you don't know about this, we truly encourage you to learn, read, and start doing your research. You have Google, you have YouTube. There's no reason why you shouldn't expand your mind and learn something new. And if you already know about this, again, you're gonna agree with me that traffic is going to be the biggest factor that most gurus, most programs, and most things out there don't teach you about. They give you the whole thing and give you the outline of it all, but they don't give you the details. And I'm going to be giving you some details here in the next few days. So I'll leave you with that. So take a look at this again, study this, do your own research, and you know, take it from there. So I'll leave you with that, and again, see you on the next one.